Yes, yes, and another yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's turn this up a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh man, it's been a wonderful past week. Busy one. A very busy week. A lot of things have been popping off. And weather-wise, a lot of snowfall. Just work hustling. Sports action, getting over the All-Star break over a week. Shout out to everybody always locking into another episode of The Has-Beens.
Yup.
Shout out to everyone who's taking time of the busy schedule just to leave a little comment. Big up yourselves one time.
Straight.
And yeah, man. Do you realize we are in the month of March already? March is here.
The first quarter of the year is here already, y'all.
Yeah. You know, and
So
a lot of
fast.
things are happening in this month. You know, you got daylight savings, aka spring forward, happening in like 2 weeks. You got
March break for the kids.
March break for the kids. You know, you got Ramadan coming up. There's a lot of things going on in this month, man. It's just crazy, man. You know, so but yeah, man. Shout out to everyone always locked into another episode I was saying earlier with the Sports with the Has-Beens. We are the Has-Beens right here. I go by the name of Mr. D1.
And it's your boy HB Mikey G, aka the president, also the client, HB gang. You ain't know, it's the slang. If you don't, you just can't hang. Big up yourself, West End, to your best friend, you dig?
Yeah, man. Yes,
Straight.
one time.
MA all day.
Yeah, man. So as we get on with the episode, Sports with the Has-Beens, what we do is sports, but predominantly basketball, NBA stuff, because we are Raptor fans to the day we die.
Yeah, check
You know
the
what I'm
logo,
saying?
you did?
So we in the North. It's just been crazy, man. Since the All-Star break for the Raptors, they got a big win against who they played last? The All-Star break, you know, New Orleans Pelicans, and they had 4 games. Oh, this is what we do. We do a recap of Raptors games in the last 7 days. Just a recap episode. So if you are a new subscriber, big up yourself one time. If you're a new listener on Spotify, big up yourself one time.
Hey, man, you know what? It's shout out to all the subscribers, but I just find it funny that, you know, we getting comments of how much, you know, we are so authentic, we're so different.
Yeah.
But I notice we get 2 new subscribers and then we lose 3. We gain 2, we lose 2. We gain 1, we lose 3. We gain 4. I don't know what's going on.
I guess it's something out there. Something out there. You know that. It's just out there.
I'm just saying,
You know,
like,
it just makes you want to go.
interesting.
Yeah.
We got, you know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to people in Vancouver, Japan,
Hey.
England,
Hey.
Trinidad, Brazil,
Hey.
Russia,
Hey.
Ukraine. I'm saying all these stuff. Hey, man, you know, United States.
Hey.
We got people in China too.
Hey.
China, Africa.
Hey.
Right?
That's a lot of hey on my part.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of island. Sheesh, man. Grenada, Trinidad. Yo, man. Yo, we getting around, man. You know, so we're expanding worldwide, but the subscriptions is, you know what I mean, is volatile for some reason. I don't know.
I mean, we don't care about the numbers.
We don't care,
don't care
but we
about
just
the
find
numbers.
it. You know, we're getting a lot of love. We're just getting a lot of interesting comments. Like, yo, you guys are so authentic. What you guys do? You know what I mean? You guys, you're not your typical podcast people that, you know, we see on the platform, and you know, in the social media world. You know what I mean? And we really appreciate it. You know, just have to say that. You know, big up yourself, man. That big us up. You done know.
Yeah, man.
Right, back to program, like you're saying, man. You're talking about Detroit.
Show.
Yeah,
the
man.
Raptors took on
The Pistons.
The Pistons in Motor City.
Yep.
You know? And, I always like to watch these games, especially with head coach Dwayne Casey, the ops. Oh yeah, by the way, and the Raptors did win. The Raptors won.
Yep.
You
We
know?
won this one.
Did you see Dwayne Casey's face when the Raptors? He looked like same old temper tantrums, you know. Dwayne Casey.
Yep.
You know,
good old Dwayne Casey. That just remind me of those days. You know what I mean? I was just so frustrated at him as a coach, and just watch him vent like that. These rants. I'm like, dog, you ain't getting no respect. If I was a referee, I wouldn't respect you. What type of substitute? Yo, if you're doing the wackest subs in the world, and then you're asking for me as a ref to bail you well.
Yeah,
dog, off with your head, man. You by yourself. You planking by yourself, bro.
I mean,
straight.
I mean, it was a very competitive game. I mean, they were pretty much tied in the first half, you know, and Raptors kind of crawled away slowly. It was an ugly win for sure. It was a very, very ugly win. But a win's a win. 95-91 Raptors. You know,
we have to box out, man.
Oh my god.
Honestly, like, I think for now on, that's the only drill that they practice for the rest of the year. Besides, like, your offense, like, you know where your defensive assignment is. If you don't box out, you have to sub off, man. I think they have a new rule or something. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't see ball, man, if you don't get any contact, you know what I mean, from your opponent, the opposing player, to box out, you gotta go on the bench, man, and you gotta think about what you've been through. You have to go in the penalty box. That's it. You know, we have to have our own Raptor penalty box.
Timeout.
Yeah, man. Timeout straight.
Box. Like you in there for a few minutes. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, how many games have we as Raptor fans seen while rooting for them? You just saw the opposing team just get the rebound. You're like, yo, how?
Yeah, Raptors they got all rebounded bad. It was like 62 to like 46, man. That's a lot of rebounds.
Come on, man. Yeah, like
a lot.
I know it's inside presence, but you have to. I'd rather I'd rather see our players struggle trying to box out.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean, man? That the girl will grab with two hands on a man's chest and get called for a foul. I'd rather that, because it's like, yo, goddamn, this guy, sheesh.
Most definitely.
This guy's quite a load to deal with. Pause. But I had to do that because I'm not letting this guy get the rebound. I'd rather that, man. Those are the type of fouls I'd rather see for penalty than these little ticky-tap fouls, man.
Yeah, this was not a good look for the Raptors, especially giving up 17 offensive rebounds compared to their 10.
Come on.
Points in the paint.
Come on.
58 to 48. 52 to 48.
We got, man.
It was not a good win. It was not a good win.
And you know how we shoot in the perimeter these days.
Oh, yeah.
Whole lot of bricks.
I mean,
make a whole lot of homes.
Although Pascal's doing his best, he was 50%. Actually, since the All-Star break, he's been 50% from behind the arc.
Yeah, from three.
You know, he had another monster game. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals,
2 blocks, man.
And 2 blocks.
Yeah, man. That's how you do it.
What more do you want?
Porter had a good game too. He almost had a double-double.
Oh man,
in 9 points and 14 rebounds, I believe.
You know what? The one thing about Jakob Poeltl that I like to watch, he breaks down the fundamentals of footwork to a T.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
to a T.
I hope, Porto, you're listening. Hope you get the opportunity to go on the podcast and see what go on. But like, you're not that far. If you work in your game, you're not that far to have like a little a la Kevin Love, a la Tim Duncan type of vibe.
I was just about to say Tim Duncan. Yeah, for
I've been
sure,
saying that
for
for like, come on, man. Work on your game. Your little isolation plays just a little bit on your footwork. You're long. You play big. You know what I mean? I've seen guys taller than him, but he plays bigger than the guys that are taller than him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is that's something we were missing for so long. You know what I mean? Now we have an opportunity for him to, he's feeling himself a little bit. Not he is, but I think he should have the opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? So he has some plays. Maybe not now, but if and when he signs with the Raptors, his off season, and he's dealing with the development staff. Work on your game, man. Work on some little post moves, the footwork. You got the pump fakes. You got all that already, man. You know what I mean? We just got to work on some of these moves. Remember Shaq Diesel? Remember he used to say he calls himself Shaq Aristotle? You know what I mean? He had 75 moves every on each side of the block.
Yeah.
even though it's BS.
I know, right?
Come on, man. But at least if you can, if you could work on your game a little bit, he'll be quite the force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? Him and Siakam on the front line would be quite the load to deal with, and featuring Precious Achiuwa when he come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the combinations. It'll be a sick situation.
It was a well balanced game, especially for Precious Achiuwa and Gary Trent Jr. Even Jeff Doughton getting some time in there.
Yep.
I definitely see Jeff Doughton being a big contributor in the playoffs. If they make the playoffs. It's just
sure.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
It sounds good, but you know who our coach is.
I know.
You know who our coach is.
I know.
Saying.
I know. But
just saying.
His defensive presence, and he gets some loud buckets sometimes too.
Absolutely, man.
Very, very loud buckets. From behind the perimeter.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes being the facilitator. I love where his game is right now. He just needs to take it more to the hole in the paint a little more. Him as a passer.
No, he's
nice.
Very
good, nice passer, but there's something still missing.
What I've noticed the last few games, like he's focused on playing defense, but to be honest, I think he could be a lot more aggressive on offense throughout the game.
Yeah,
I think he holds back until he reaches the fourth quarter, and to me, he has to find a way to bring that type of energy in the second half. If it ain't the first quarter, you're feeling the man's out, you know what I mean? Pause, you know what I mean? How you're gonna be strategic against your opposing team. That's one thing. You should have enough time to make that, to adapt. And if you have a bag like that of moves, you know what I mean? Then you find ways to adjust and get ready for the second quarter. In the second quarter, that I think that should be his quarter where he becomes super aggressive. You know what I mean? To the point almost off it. I wouldn't when I see him with 1-2 offensive fouls in the post. I never complain, man. Never, because that's the aggression you want from him all the time. You know what I mean? To put pressure on the post like that, that's another load of problems. You know what I mean? He just has to find time to why you waiting in the fourth quarter to try to get 2 steals, 3 blocks, all that stuff. You should be spreading that throughout the game, because throughout the game you don't know how you're gonna create momentum for your team, or that play will stop the momentum of the opposing team. You know what I mean? So you can't. I find that he's not giving the team the opportunity of that side of Scotty Barnes. I get it. Everybody's calling fourth quarter Scotty. I'm not, to be honest with you, not vibing that.
Nah.
I'm not vibing this fourth quarter Scotty. He should be more involved than just the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? The impact that he does.
Right.
You know what I mean? In his rookie season, we got rookie of the year. He wasn't pacing himself like this.
No.
He was super aggressive from tip off. Do you remember James Harden? Do you remember Scotty Barnes last year? Right? Plenty people. Chris Paul, Devin Booker. Do you remember Scotty Barnes? You remember last year? Because he shut down a lot of people. You know what I mean? Last year. That's what he got it. You know what I mean? Besides the points, him contributing, but it was his defense that was so supreme. You know what I mean? I don't know how he was even first, second, or third team all defense as a rookie too. Because I don't know too many people that are actually playing defense the way he was.
Right.
He was smothering.
Yeah.
He was smothering his opponents. I remember, bro, even Scotty Barnes, even training, going into this summer, going to this preseason, and all the NBA players, they're playing basketball, they're running together. I remember James Harden's yo, you guys need to play basketball like this, man. He's pointing right at Scotty Barnes. The whole highlights, Harden could barely bring up the ball. Barely.
Right.
And he's James Harden, and he had to give Scotty Barnes praise after struggling playing against him. Had to give him his roses right there. Scotty Barnes needs to get back into that mode.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. I know I'm ranting a little bit, move forward, but I just had to get that off, about the Scotty Barnes situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Congratulations to the Raptors for taking that win.
Congrats.
95-91.
Yep.
And then it was a back-to-back. They had to go into Ohio in Cleveland.
Yep.
And this was
come on, man.
Not a good look.
It wasn't a good look.
Not a good look.
It wasn't a good look, but on a positive, and I don't want to sound like the other guys out the other podcasts, because we usually give the loaf of bread of realism.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'll give I'll give Toronto that game, because we've been dealing with Cleveland's case for a minute. The only thing I wasn't happy about was that Donovan Mitchell had a good game.
Oh, he went off, man.
Yeah, so what? He had one good game all year against it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just make sure it doesn't happen for the rest of the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. OG needs to get. Like, he just came back from injury. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? Because the last few times when OG covered Donovan Mitchell couldn't do a damn thing. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'll give him that. Evan Mobley, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? He had a decent game. And this is, again, Scotty Barnes, the situation, like, you can't just wait to the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, you got to bring that. You got to go back to when LeBron James tried to throw the ball on your head. When in the Staples Center, when you were covering LeBron James, and LeBron James was so frustrated, and when you went out of bounds, he was aiming. Remember that?
Yeah,
he was aiming at Scotty Barnes' head.
He aimed that bazooka.
Yeah, he aimed like and he knows who Scotty Barnes is. Yeah. He did not care, because at that very moment, FaceTime in the game, he was one frustrated Negro. You know what I mean? Straight playing basketball. He saw red, man. You know what I mean? And Scotty Barnes, again, man, I say that because he's the only person on the team that could crank it to the next level on defense. OG is OG, but I think Scotty Barnes could crank it up, because like last year, I don't know how you guys felt, but when Scotty Barnes was on the floor, I felt mad comfortable. You know what I mean? Like,
he doesn't have that Kevin Garnett energy anymore.
Yeah, man.
Man.
That's what it is. It's that Kevin Garnett
presence.
When you're scoring, Scotty Barnes is screaming. Yeah. Kevin Garnett is screaming on your behalf. Scotty Barnes needs to get back to that. You are absolutely right. That is that Kevin Garnett gene that is missing.
You don't see that. It's more timid, more laid back.
I think again. This whole year for the Raptors, we're in it. We're in the hunt. We're within the play-in, but a whole lot of drama. You know what I mean? A whole lot of unnecessary stuff is going on in the organization, and you can see it. It's the chemistry. Well, you know what I mean? There has been chemistry problems throughout the season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And you can see that, right? So where we are now, I can't complain. Well, we could complain more, but where we are within reach. We could be a whole lot worse.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, we had to take the L. It was 118-93.
Yeah.
Pascal, what can I say? Another game, 25, 8-5.
Yo, I can't. I'm just pissed off that Jared Allen got a double on us.
Yeah.
That was like, are you for real? I remember a few years ago when he was in Brooklyn. Could he do it? Like,
nah, he couldn't do jack.
Dog, if he scored 6 points, you're like, word. If you score 10, you like, say less. You know what I mean? So him, we have 23 and 10. Like, damn, man.
Yeah, but they were just making it rain from behind the arc. They got 18 threes, man.
No, I dig. It was pouring. When it rained, it poured.
It was just one of those games, There's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was one of those games. But
you're right.
Well, we'll give this one a bly,
Yep. We'll give it a bly. We'll give a bly. But ho. What about? I'm sorry. I was gonna say about Precious Achiuwa, like Precious. I find that just a little bit. You're dribbling the ball a little bit too much again. A little bit. You're getting stripped in the key too many times, man. Too many turnovers. Right? Simplify the game even more. I rather see it extra. I see the ball, swing the ball a little bit more, gauge your sweet spots. You know what I mean? A simplified Precious is a very productive Precious.
Yes, I will agree to that.
Okay.
Moving along. Back home. We was back his home to take on the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
Da Bulls. Back in the way, remember Saturday Night Live back in the day we used to do the thing. Da Bulls.
I remember that.
So the Raptors, we did get a dub against Chicago.
Please believe.
104-98.
Please believe.
This was another good game, especially in the first half. I mean, Vucic has always been a problem for the Toronto Raptors because we didn't have that inside presence. You know, we had Jakob. Everyone says now, Jakob is the most beneficial trade that the Toronto Raptors have ever made under the radar that everyone has slept on. And that's the only thing that they talked about in the media is Jakob Perp. You know, he deserves his flowers, you know, but, Scotty Barnes had a big game. Numerically, he did a lot of numbers based on his productivity and his presence on defense, facilitating the ball. You know, he did his thing. You know, even Van Fleet, he did a little something.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
A little something.
He shot so many bricks that he could do He could do a show MTV Cribs. You know what I mean? A whopping 1 for 11. 1 for freaking 11, dog. This is hey man, you want the dough, right? You want the bread. You want that 130. You know what I mean? You want to hit that high note, the $130 million man. You know what I mean? You want them numbers. 1 for 11 ain't cutting it, bro. Not at all, man. I don't care if we won the game or not. That's garbage. That's garbage juice. Straight.
That's a lot of time.
You know when you throw the garbage in your kitchen and you get that unexpected hole in the garbage and you say, what is that? What's that drip in the kitchen?
Oh man. That's not a good look.
You know what I mean? You know that one, that old school vibe, you know your husband when you went through that at least once or twice in your life and
on a hot
day in the summertime. You know what I mean? You're like, what the heck? No, that's exactly how I felt with Van Fleet, man. You know, like, I get it. And that's the thing, like, if he's off for a while, Nick Nurse, I'm just wondering, like, how you just give this man marathon man minutes?
35 minutes to be exact.
Marathon man minutes.
35 minutes to be exact.
Yo, this man's doing triathlon, the decathlon, everything. You know what I mean? Even the speed walking. You know what the speed walking? He doing that too.
Oh boy.
He's qualified for everything. Yo, man, I get it, man. But yo, like, if he didn't play, I think the lead would have been more considerable. You know what I mean? The win would have been more convincing. You know what I mean? That's how I feel personally. You know what I mean? That's I can say. This
was an exceptional. Actually, I can say a sensational game for the front court. You know, Pascal, he had his 20 and 8. You know, you had Anunoby with his 17 and 8. You had Jakob Poeltl with his 14 and 3.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, Scotty Barnes 11 and 8.
But you know, again, the 11-8 dog. He had 9 points in the fourth quarter.
I know he didn't really score until like
that's
the
what
third
I'm trying
quarter.
to say.
Yeah, you know?
What is that? What is that? You guys are real talk. He's born the same day as me, and I know myself. Okay, when I go to work, I have moments like, yo, I'm in the zone. Boom, boom, boom. I'm doing my thing. But I might have my points where like, yo, hey man, you know what I mean? I'm talking about some of my jokes. You know, one section of the workplace, you're just hearing laughing, crackling, you know, popping. You're having a good old time. Maybe courtesy of me, I might have been the one that sparked that whole situation. You know what I mean? I'm on the job though. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta find, but I find ways where I could cruise and then I could, you know, I could crank the clutch. You get what I'm saying? And then I could cruise again. You know, Scotty, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you're playing the fourth quarter, if it's the first quarter, you should be playing hard in the first quarter. If you're playing the second quarter, you should be going all out in the second quarter. You playing the third, you know what I mean? Third quarter, you need to You need to create. You have to create a presence, man. You know what I mean? Why are you waiting to the fourth quarter? I hope you're not doing this whole thing like, yo, I'll just wait for the opposing team to be tired or not to be thinking about me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That ain't working, dog.
If you got the talent,
you should be exposed. You should be exposing it.
Just expose it.
Yeah.
Just go all in.
Yeah. Know? Like, yeah, man, straight. Like, why are you waiting? Like, literally, why are you literally waiting for the fourth quarter? Like, literally.
You know what it's like? As it's like you're on the track and you're doing the 100-meter dash or even the 200, and the race starts and you're just like, you're just kind of laid back, and you're like, oh wait, I got 50 yards,
and even you finish second, you're like,
you're like,
yeah, it was wicked, but
I should have finished first.
Yeah, if you just went hard to begin it,
yeah.
You know what I mean? From the get-go.
Yeah.
It would have been a blowout.
It would have.
Yeah, man.
Gary Trent Jr., he had a monstrous game too. He was big. He was big in that game.
I wonder why.
With his 19 points and 5 rebounds.
I wonder why.
19 points, 5 rebounds.
Just not forget that Will Barton signed with the Raptors. We got Will Barton. Will Barton he's a veteran. He's a known player, has a good reputation.
Oh yeah,
he kind of reminds me of he gives you like a Lou Williams vibe. You know what I mean? Like off the bench, like a Jamal Crawford. You know what I mean? Like these are seasoned veterans.
He was a Raptor killer.
Oh, Will Barton was definitely been a Raptor killer.
He was a Raptor killer for sure.
And I hope he gets. I hope he's not at the point in his life where he's declining, and in his brain where he's declining, where he's not gonna be as aggressive. I want him to be super aggressive, not stupid, but super aggressive. You know what I mean? Because when you see some highlights with Will Barton feeling comfortable on the floor, he creates some magic at times. You know what I mean? His ball handling is more crafty than you think.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Will Barton, if you watch some play... Yo, I remember Will Barton was a young boy. Problems. I just want a percentage of that. Just to put pressure on Van Fleet and put pressure on Gary Trent Jr. Because these guys are just shooting. These guys are just chucking the ball, man. Yes, especially Gary Trent Jr. Like, I get Van Fleet, he's thinking, okay, I'm the PG and everything, but Gary Trent Jr., he's thinking about a contract too, and he's thinking, I gotta get mine as well. But you try to get yours, but you're denying everybody else's opportunities when they have a better chance of scoring. Like, you're shooting the ball, but it's not going in. You know what I mean? And I like that Will Barton got signed, and then just miraculously, you know what I mean? You have a damn good game. You know what I mean? So, not to say that you're not engaged, but it's enough for you to be like, hey man, I don't really have anybody on the bench to really challenge me. So you know what I mean? So he's just gonna feel comfortable within his pardon me, he's comfortable within his own reach right now. Like,
right.
With there's no challenge for him right now in his routine. You know what I mean? His routine, he's too comfortable. You know what I mean? You need somebody that's gonna challenge you. Like, hopefully Will Barton's gonna try to challenge somebody on the bench to take some minutes. You know what I mean? And that's what needs to be done. You know what I mean? Like, we're struggling at times on the offense. Like, hurting bad, man. Hurting. You know what I mean? We're in the game every game. But the way we shoot sometimes is just so disheartening. You know what I mean? Like, holy.
You know what it seems like? It seems like when the Raptors get a good run, you can actually see they have plays. When you notice they're struggling, you don't see any plays.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's very far-fetched. It's a sloppy slope.
Gotta use your team. You gotta use your bench players.
But I definitely like the pickup of Will Barton. Man. He brings that leadership. He brings that veteran attitude that we're lacking from. Well, obviously we don't have Otto Porter.
No.
So it just sometimes it's what's behind the games itself. You know, like in the locker room, in practice. What you're learning from based on the veterans who are experienced in the playoffs, in multiple seasons, winning seasons. it takes a lot. You're not going to always see that on the court. Obviously not. But there's a lot of fundamentals that goes behind the scenes off the court, right?
Yeah.
So this is why I'm glad I'm glad anyone who plays in the NBA has a career.
No doubt.
But we got fortunate. We got fortunate that he was waived by Boston. And he was just available at the right time.
Who you talking about, Barton?
Yeah.
Not Boston, Washington.
Oh, was it Washington?
Yeah, Wizard.
Why am I thinking Boston game?
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, but
that's what we hear.
Yeah, man. But just knowing that it was a good win. It's always good to see DeMar DeRozan. We beat him. But he didn't get his 50 points. Last time he said during the All-Star break, that he was gonna get 50 points on Pascal as a joke thing, but that didn't happen that game.
Sir. No.
He did get dunked on though.
Yes, he did.
He got
Shout
dunked on
to
though.
OG. Head top. Man got it in your mouth. You feel what I'm saying? That was a big
He got the napkin. He got the receipt.
Everything.
He got everything.
Everything. He got fixings. The boy got some fixings. You know what I mean?
But that's our boy from long time,
Yeah,
DeMar
shout out to DeMar DeRozan.
It's always good to see DeMar,
Shout out to my Leos.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a good win.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I'm just happy that OG he stepped up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about Gary Trent Jr. this game, but again, it feels like he's playing well because like you're in a relationship and your spouse you guys are not seeing eye to eye, and then when you get so pissed off, you start being more productive. You clean the house more aggressive. Yeah. Right?
So he got showed up.
He got showed up.
That's
the thing. He got showed up, and his subconscious like, yo,
I gotta do better.
What? I am engaged tonight. Because I heard Will Barton, when he got signed, he came to Toronto ASAP, playing to T-Dot, and he was there warming up. You don't think Gary Trent didn't see that? He's like, what? My man, what? He's here already? What? He heard about the signing. He's probably with the man. Oh, for real? We got him? Now he's here. Serious face. Yeah. What up? Yeah. Then he's like, what? You suiting up? Oh, right? That Barton, that name Barton's on the jersey already? Oh, sheesh. Bro, okay. All right. No, am I lying?
No, that's exactly what it is, man. You're comfortable, and then all of a sudden, someone just shows up out of nowhere. You're like, what? He's running my plays in practice?
Yeah, man.
What? Someone's got to give.
And now they're both going to be coming off the bench. Yeah. So now Gary Trent is he gonna be a petty guy? Like, yo, I wonder if Nick Nurse he's gonna sub me on the floor before he will.
Yeah, it's good.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting.
It's gonna be a healthy competition.
It's gonna be definitely an interesting off-season negotiations for contracts, especially when it comes to accepting a new role of coming off the bench.
You clutch sports players, you better. From the Raptors? No.
I guess we'll see. Time will tell.
Only time will tell, won't it?
Moving along.
Yeah.
One more game.
Hey.
Unfortunately, yesterday, it wasn't a good look for the Raptors.
Nah, that was frustrating.
This was frustrating to watch. I mean,
we were down 10-0.
They were in Washington.
Kyle Kuzma was beating us 10-0 at the beginning of the game. And then we went on an 18-2 run.
Yeah.
We're up by 8. And then that was it. That was pretty much, you know what I mean? Then Washington took the control of the game pretty much the whole time. You know what I mean? We shot horrendous, man.
Yeah, it was
horrific.
Yeah, it was bad.
Terrible.
I was trying to make every excuse to why the Raptors didn't win. We waived Hernan Gomez. He's gone now. I was like, maybe you could, but
Nah, man, we just didn't shoot well at all.
No, not
at all.
Not even. I mean, there's a lot of minutes played, but productivity wise,
trash. That wasn't good at all, man.
I mean, OG had a big game.
Yeah, but we gave a 119 to Washington, dog.
I know.
Washington.
I know.
And and to be honest with you, they need Raptors, you better step it up. Washington's only one game behind, eh? We're 9th and they're 10th.
It's gonna be close to this play, and
you think you know what? And honestly,
I don't know.
You keep saying honestly, it's gonna go down the wire, but I feel confident that we'll make something happen.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? If we don't, it's nothing but if. First of all, that's the first time I said that for the whole year. If we that wasn't even a thought. You know what I mean? But if we don't, you know what? I don't want to think about that. We just gotta make these damn playoffs. Raptors. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about the other side, man. The other side of the coin. You know what I mean? We were too damn hard. You know what I mean? To have some type of establishment where, as an organization, the league respects. I don't know about the referees, but the league respects us as an organization. You don't want to do anything to hamper that, bro. You know what I mean? So we got a bad loss, man. That was a bad loss.
Yeah,
bad loss.
For Zingas and Kuzma.
And that Garland man, the big man Garland.
Oh, the guard.
What's his name again? Gafford type of Garland.
Yeah.
Gafford.
Yeah.
Gafford went off, man. He was just dunking everything, man.
Yeah. Monsters was too.
Yo, and this guy was just hanging onto rim like, yo. This guy was like he's Charles Barkley last night, man.
You know what it was like? It was like watching. You remember the first time you actually did a slam dunk, a clean one?
Yeah, man.
You hung on the rim like you was
just happy,
like Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah, white man can't jump. With the last scene, yeah. Oh yeah. He raised himself up on the rim and everything.
That was at least 45 seconds on the reviews.
Yeah, man.
It looked like one of those.
Gafford had a couple of those dunks.
Yeah, it was.
He had a couple of those dunks. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of rooting for. That pissed me off. But as a big man, as a basketball player, you appreciate that from a big man.
Yeah,
you really do. That's what's missing. Everybody just want to take fadeaway threes. Everybody wants to be a Porzingis. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
and just give it a little flash in. You know, no English. You know.
Yeah, man. Kyle Kuzma went off, man. God damn it, man.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Pardon my French, man. Kuzma. Yo, honestly, Kuzma, yeah, he is, but he's like the Kanye West of the NBA. I don't know. He's like, I don't know, man. He's not your typical basketball player. That's all I know. You know what I mean?
He different.
Oh, he different, right?
He different.
He like the Prince. He's like the artist formerly known as Prince of the NBA. That's how I look like. He's just, you know what I mean? Purple Rainy. That's how I just look at this. I don't know, man.
He got his moments for sure.
Yeah, he does.
He got his moments, you know.
Yeah, he does. You're like, what are you doing, bro? You know what I mean? But whatever you're doing, bro, he dropped 30 on us, man. And that's BS. I ain't too happy about that. Nah. You know what I mean? I ain't too happy about the 3-point shooting. How garbage we shot, and Kyle Kuzma.
And that was the Bradley Beal on crew.
Yo, Bradley Beal had some Shaq in the full moments, dog.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal had some Shaq in the full moment. I see him try to go for a layup. That thing was at the top of the backboard. How many times? 3 times yesterday? 3 times?
2.
He's looking for the foul. Even the referee like, yo, dog. Even the crowd like, my man. Yo, somebody say something. You know what I mean? Like, you on your own, bro. Yeah, that was wild. That was probably the wildest I've ever seen Bradley Beal play, man. I'm like, this is max money, Bradley Beal? I don't know, man.
It happens,
I guess.
It happens.
Oh, and DeLon Wright, man. God damn, man. Yo, honestly, that was one of the biggest Raptors that left. I was like really upset. DeLon Wright, yo.
Yeah, he had so much.
Very, very underrated as a basketball player. I don't know how he gets bounced around or in different teams like that. Anywhere he goes, the plus minus just goes up. You remember when he used to play for the Raptors and sometimes we would struggle and then he would spark the momentum and he's on the lineup with Kyle Lowry and then Kyle Lowry would jump in. You know what I mean? And then who else would jump in? And then DeRozan, yeah, but sometimes DeLon Wright, he used to spark it for us, man. You know what I mean? And every time we had a run in Washington and Washington had a run, who was on the floor? It was DeLon Wright. You know what I mean? He made sure that the league was more padded. That pissed me off. I'm like, yo, man, this guy, he's the backup point guard we're missing. You know what I mean? It's hard to see sometimes we see former Raptor players just flourish. Like, oh, yo, Ah, man. Yeah, man. That's my take about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, hopefully the Raptors bounce back and win their next game. Actually, it's a back to they play Washington again.
Washington
They play
again
them tomorrow again.
Saturday.
So,
yeah, man. Yeah,
on
man.
Saturday,
So,
so hopefully they bounce back.
better bounce back.
Bounce back.
Better bounce back. You lost on the road. You better not lose at home. You just better not. Don't come home. Don't come home if you lose at home. You better eat dinner somewhere else, fellas.
Yeah, so they take on Washington tomorrow. Back in Washington again, so that should be a bounce back game, hopefully. The Raptors in the next few days have a very interesting schedule. Monday, they play Denver. Wednesday, they take on the Clippers. Friday, they play the Lakers, LeBron James. I just want to put that in there because I just wanted to see your reaction.
Who cares about that man? He's top op for me, bro.
Yeah, so it's So they got 3 games. So coming to next week. So hopefully it'll be a successful week for them.
I hope so too, man.
Usually you ask me first, so now I get to ask you, bro.
Yep.
What do you rate the Raptors this past week? What do you rate them?
Well, they had 4 games. They split it in half.
Yes.
I gotta get him a D minus. D minus, man. Straight.
A D minus.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna because we had opportunity. Those 2 losses that we had opportunities to win those games. You know what I mean? Except for the Washington one, that really the Washington one kind of disturbed me. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? But besides that, they made good efforts, but we have to do better with their shooting, man. We have to box out.
Oh yeah.
We have to box out, and then if you're gonna let Washington score more points than you in the paint, then you gotta shoot better. But you ain't shooting better these days, so you have to dominate the paint and you have to protect the paint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to make readjustments, right? As a squad, if you know you're lacking something that's supposed to be beneficial to your plan, and you're falling short, then something else that you're good at has to overcompensate what you're lacking. You can't be going back and forth with opponents with other dynamics of the game as a team, and you're struggling that bad shooting. You're not gonna win. You're always gonna play catch up, and that's what you guys did yesterday. You played catch up. You took the lead once, and I swear the closest you had it was like between 7 and 9 points every time for the rest of the game. You guys lost by 9. So that was just pretty much the medium throughout the whole game, right? So we gotta do like those are, and Nick Nurse. If you have Wise Camp, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like this guy really pisses me off, man. Like if Masai, he signs a 3-point shooter, right? He signs a 3-point shooter. So what Nick Nurse says? Yeah, good pickup. Let me make him ride the bench. Like we're struggling shooting the 3. We're averaging like, I don't know, the last few games like 29%. Can we hit a 30 percentile when shooting 3-point? We're struggling. He needs to get some time, man. He needs to get some rotation. What are you doing again, bro? Yo, you're Thibodeauing this too much, bro. You're Captain Sabotage, bro. I don't care what anybody says. They no theories, no nothing. I just see what I see. And again, the bitch assness is still there, man. Still stank with the assness, bro.
Stank
with the assness. You know what I mean? I try to censor my thing, man.
You're
got the kids watching. You know what I mean?
We love the kids.
You know what you is, bro.
We love the kids.
Nicholas Nurse, you know what you is. You know what you is.
I wonder how a parent would feel if all of a sudden the kid went to them and said, "You." I'm not going to say.
Come on, man.
You know.
No, seriously, like, come on, like if I was Messiah, I'd be like,
oh man,
what are we gonna do with you, huh?
Yeah.
What do I gotta do with you over here with a Louisville Slugger right here on the table? Just rolling side to side. You know what I mean? Just watching you side to side. You know what I mean?
You know that's a good metaphor.
Yo, man, like seriously, what are you doing?
What do I have to do to keep you on this team?
Oh, we got Ron Harper. Oh, I saw Ron Harper Jr. on the bench. That's a step up. Just ride the bench. Hey,
I like the bench mob, but I don't like to see talented players
just riding the bench.
Not even riding the bench. They pose when something happens. You ever notice that? They don't really show the bench.
Oh,
sort of thing. You know?
And then that moment passes.
Yeah. And then you want to send them off, and then you want to send them to the Raptors 905 for development.
For them to come up, find the opportunity to do this.
Jeez.
Vogue. Remember Vogue? Dun, 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 dun. That's what they're doing. Vogue poses, man. Vogue poses. That look like they're moving. Yo, that's what your husband from Toronto. You remember the show Electric Circus? Okay, you remember the show Electric Circus? That's all I saw. I saw Electric Circus dancers on the bench. You feel what I'm saying? With the zoom in and editing with the cameras, you know what I mean? Zooming like 2 feet. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Then it felt like Electric Circus was going on, man.
Yeah.
You don't put mans on development and feel like they're getting drafted up to be an Electric Circus dancer.
Yo, there was a time when people were excited to watch like
Electric Circus,
hey. Soul Train, and there's a few shows actually.
Man.
That was a
man.
You're a true has-been. If you couldn't go to the clubs, you couldn't go to the parties, and you wanted to see people have a good time because you're like, man, I wish that was me.
Electric Circus.
When I get of age.
First of all, you used to see a crowd in front of Much Music Building going crazy, just saying, "And how's my people outside?" You ever go? All that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're a has-been, shout to the West End.
Hold on.
Downtown.
Hold on.
You know Electric Circus.
Hold on. I still didn't get to grade the team yet. Hold on. I didn't get to grade.
We just ran because we just making fun Pokeball. Yo, nurse, what you doing?
The bench mob.
Bench mob look like dancers right now, man.
I didn't get to give this rating yet.
How you rate the Raptors this week? What do you grade?
Since we add the Vogue part, I will give them a C-.
Holy!
I will give them a C- based on the bench mob performance. And although we lost Juancho Hernan-Gomez, we got Will Barton. I like the transition. I like the fact that the front court is doing exceptionally well. The back court, very wishy-washy right now.
Van Fleet looking Van Flat again, man.
Wishy-washy. But
Van
overall,
Flat.
Besides that, they're living up to expectations with the front court right now. I truly believe that the Raptors have at least top 5 in the league right now with the front court.
Agreed.
But backcourt,
bottom 10, bro.
You're looking like
bottom 10.
You're looking like 30th place right now.
Bottom 10, man.
30th place.
Straight
right
up.
Now,
Straight up. And Van Fleet, real talk, if you guys are not even pushing the ball, all you guys better crash to get the boards, man. Crash and get the damn boards.
Just run, period.
Just get it, man. Get the damn ball.
As soon as the ball goes up, just run.
I think, and before we go, that's probably the most disheartening thing. Like, you play so hard on defense. You struggle executing offense. How are you just giving these defensive rebounds away to the ops, man? Yeah. That's what is based on possessions.
Yeah, and usually we're number 1 in points off turnovers, and we've been slugging on forcing turnovers, and I don't know, man. Hey, something's got to give.
We still in there. We still in the battle of thick of thins. You know what I mean?
We are. We
are right now. We are currently in 9th place right now. So I can't say big up yourself, but we close. You feel what I'm saying? We getting closer, and you don't stop us being objective about our team. You know what I mean? And we still and there's still some light in the tunnel. You know what I mean? That's remaining. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So everybody big up yourself.
Yeah, man. For sure.
This ain't the hate over here. It's just tough love. You dig? Who else is getting tough love like this?
Jokingly too.
You know what I mean?
We would do jokes too.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking visuals too, man. Who else doing this? Come on.
Yeah, man. Come on. But if you enjoyed another episode of Sports with the Has-Beens, big up yourselves one time.
Yep.
Share, subscribe, comment, leave comments. I know we've been busy not to read, but to actually leave comments.
I've been trying, man. Everybody trying, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that wants to be involved in the platform. You don't know, press the like, share. Share it to at least 2 to 5 of your people. You feel what I'm saying?
Spotify land, you know how I go already. You know how we bring that energy on Spotify.
It don't stop on the Spotify.
We crossing lands, we crossing water, we crossing skies.
Yep.
We crossing everywhere. We ain't reached the underground part yet, but we ain't trying to go there. So no.
Yeah, man.
Everything above that, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, I guess it's a wrap. We gotta get on out of here.
It's a risk. You got bills to pay, man.
Yeah, man. And be prepared for that snowfall later on this evening. Take time, please, because there's a lot of stupid drivers out there making U-turns from like 3 lanes trying to get to the right lane to go to gas station and foolishness like that.
Yeah.
Those are no
doubt,
okay?
Man. No doubt,
Be safe on those roads. Have a blessed weekend. And I guess he's out.
We out, man. We out. With just another route. And all the haters, they got the doubt. You know, I don't care right now, we got clout. I'm just saying right now, better watch your mouth. And after that, then your mouth get washed. You ready know, man, got that Macintosh. You better duck down, cause you know we the boss. And right now, ain't no dental, but we do floss. I'm trying to say, we ain't taking no loss. We ain't playing, even though you're to the cross. Yo, I'm just trying to say right now, you get tossed like an alley-oop. And you already know, like salt and pepper, you're just trying to shoot. And you already know I'm trying to do like Snoop. I'm high in the clouds right now, I'm trying to get loud. You already know us, we get really proud. I'm trying to say this and I'm saying right now, you better feel the man, you better box out. If you don't, man, you get a box right now. After that, man, you better rep your town. You already know right now, it's the podcast here and we holding the crowns and we gone. Come on.
Yeah.
HB gang, what's poppin'? Weston, tell your best friend, MA all day.
Boom. And we out. Yeah.